opinion, Buhari should deploy ESN to aid the Nigerian army in fighting Boko Haram. Hitherto, I have not been review of the shock I had when I read a publication by Vanguard newspaper where Boko Haram terrorists attack Borno State even after Nigeria's Minister of Defense visited there. This happened recently on Sunday. It was indeed a tragic one, as the people that were attacked had no rest. Every savvy Nigerian who is always updated with news sources will bear with me that the above incident that happened on Sunday is relatively small compared to the daily reports of insecurity issues in Nigeria. One does not need any other conviction to know that insecurity has become one of the major issues facing the country. A lot of innocent citizens have been kidnapped and killed as a result of bandits' attack and Fulani raiders. Many have lost their lives. Many have lost their loved ones as a result of the challenges of terrorism and insecurity facing the country. I must commend the efforts of the Nigerian police force, as most of them have sacrificed a lot as a result of this menace. Most police stations have been attacked on several occasions. Remarkably, the attack at the police stations in Imo State that led to the escape of prisoners. It is a good example. Another is the one that took place at Zone 13, Anambra State. Generally, a lot of policemen have lost their lives and properties via the menace of insecurity issues. Also, I won't fail to commend the efforts of the Nigerian army in combating the most prominent terrorist groups in the country, known as Boko Haram. The Nigerian army, in its capacity, have really tried in its best in this fight, but it is quite unfortunate that as they put in more effort, the terrorist groups also put in more effort on their own to frustrate the lives of Nigerians. A good question that should be running in the mind of every patriotic Nigerians at this moment is, what can be done to curb the high level of insecurity facing the country? It could be recalled that due to the menace of Fulani raiders in the southeast, Eastern Security Network was created. These paramilitary wings of the Indigenous People of Biafra (IPOB) was created by Nnamdi Kanu to help restore peace and security to the people of Southeast Nigeria. The effort of the Eastern Security Network in alleviating the impact of Fulani raiders is quite commendable. Nigerian government should locate the sponsor of Boko Haram. If there should be any solution to the insecurity issues in the country, the first things to do before even thinking of any solution is to first locate the sponsorer of these bandits. The kind of expensive weapon these terrorists deploy are enough evidence that they really have wealthy sponsors. Nigerian government should strategize a means to spy Boko Harams and unleash who their sponsors are. In my own view, the fight against Boko Haram will make more impact if more efforts are put in place to track down the sponsors. Buhari should deploy ESN to aid the Nigerian army. This is my major viewpoint on how insecurity will be subdued in this country. The Eastern Security Network have capable personnel who can bring up their own idea on how the army can track down Boko Haram. Don't forget that the Igbos are very gifted. ESN personnel can utilize their gifts in restoring security in the country. They say two heads are better than one. ESN aiding the Nigerian army will probably yield more results. Also, if President Muhammadu Buhari can get the Eastern Security Network involved in the fight against insecurity, it will help to foster unity and oneness in the country. And when there is unity, then there will be a high probability of putting an end to the insecurity. United we stand, but divided we fall. In conclusion, having analyzed the insecurity issues in the country, I urge every Nigerian to understand that charity begins at home. To achieve security in the country, citizens should be vigilant in their various residents and give zero tolerance to any forms of crime. I also maintain that ESN should aid the army. Well, your point may sound good. Your point may sound acceptable, but there is something you forget. You forget to understand that the ESN was formed by Nnamdi Kanu in order to stand anybody or any forces that will come against the Igbo people from agitating for their nation. So for you to begin to encourage the government to merge ESN with army to fight insecurity, I think that is baseless. That might not have root to stand, because the government we have today will never combine himself with the ESN to combat criminals in Nigeria. And as such, the ESN are organization formed in order to make sure that what the Igbo people are agitating will be done. So I do not think in the first place that Nnamdi Kanu will allow the ESN to be combined with Nigerian army, because these two organizations are parallel. They never have anything to do with one another. They are not in unity at all. So to begin to say this, I think it is a point that is irrelevant to the ears of a common Nigeria. So at this point, you may have view of what your article is talking about, but it is not enough reason why these two organizations should work together. Mind you, the Nigerian operative system are going after the ESN, if possible, to abolish it. How can they now come together to achieve one purpose? And I want to let you know in this article that the insurgency has been happening many years ago, and the government has so many security agencies, and they were not able to put them off. The more they fight, the more they comes up. So is it at this point, is it when the ESN is being combined with Nigerian army that they will be able to put this people off? That is why I say your point is not good enough. Now, the only point I can see from what you have said is that the government can achieve the purpose of putting off insecurity if they will be able to get hold of the sponsorer of Boko Haram. But what are you talking about? Are you not in this country? The people that you are talking about, they are the sponsors of Boko Haram. How can they try to locate them? What are you going to use? The Nigerians in question have already located the sponsors of Boko Haram since. It's just like maybe you do not know. So you should know this before now. So the people that are behind them, why they continue to do what they are doing, are the people in your country. They form it purposely to make sure they wipe the entire people who does not agree with the present government. Thank you.